Hey everybody, I'm back. I was supposed to vlog over the weekend, but it was so much going on. But I said I'll do it before I head out to work today. So it's a lot that's been going on since I last vlogged in December. That was 2013. I was supposed to do it in January, but from then to April, a lot has changed. A lot has been going on. And I honestly haven't been feeling well enough to even get on camera. So I just took a break, took a hiatus. I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do, but it's all about consistency with me, and I'm really, really, really trying, but it is just so much. I have to, and I think I said this in a vlog before, but I really have to work on my time management because it sucks. But anyway, two major things that have happened since 2014 has started. For starters, notice anything? I'm engaged. My fiance popped the question last month, and it was so random. Like, I was actually half asleep when he popped the question. I mean, he asked me to marry him, but it was just different. Like, people do, like, guys, they do the traditional, oh, get on one knee, will you marry me type thing. He did not do that. It was one evening when I had just got off of work and I was tired, and I was laying there half asleep on his bed or whatever. He was watching TV. So I already had he had already gave me a ring, like when we first started dating, like a few months in, I'd say about 10, 11 months into our relationship, close to a year. He gave me like just it was a pretty ring. I love that ring. Well, he has it. Obviously, I don't have it anymore. I wish he would give it back to me because I love that ring. But he he took that ring off my finger while I was asleep and was admiring it because he was asking me a bunch of questions about it. Mind you, I'm half asleep. I ain't in no mood to answer any questions, but I'm like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So he was asking me about my friend's engagement ring, and I'm like, well, I don't know where her fiance got it from, whatever, whatever. So I'm thinking he put that ring back on my finger. I was like, all right, let me get up because he's not going to let me sleep. He's going to keep asking me questions. And I was like, I got to use the bathroom anyway. So when I got up and I happened to look at my left ring finger, this was on it. And I was like, what the hell? So when I sat up, he was looking at me. And he said, well, you already know the question. So will you? And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. So it was just so random and so funny how he proposed, and that's what I wanted for him because, like I said, a lot has been going on, but a bunch of people have been asking me, since me and him have a child together, when are we gonna get married? We should get married in City Hall, and we should do it as soon as possible. But my whole thing is, just because you have a child with somebody doesn't mean you should go rushing down the aisle, because children don't make marriages and children can break marriages. So my whole thing is, me and him aren't mentally, financially, we're not ready to go down the aisle yet. But we've always talked about getting engaged. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being engaged. You can be people stay engaged for like years sometimes. I mean, I don't want to be engaged forever, but I do want to take my time and, enjoy being engaged. I want to enjoy planning a wedding if I decide to, because, I mean, I was just thinking to do the whole City Hall thing, but when we were ready to do the whole City Hall thing, have a nice reception, whatever money and gifts I get from the reception and whatnot, could go straight to a house, an apartment. That's just me. I mean, some people like having a big extravagant weddings when they first get married, but me, it doesn't really matter to me. I would not have a problem getting married at City Hall and, just having a nice reception, and whatever money I get or whatever gifts I get, keep that, put it towards my apartment. I mean, that's just me thinking longevity. I don't know about everybody else. I mean, some people save money for their dream wedding. Some people, people do different things. But me personally, I wouldn't mind doing the whole city hall thing with the little reception and whatnot. So that's that. But I still can't believe I'm engaged, like officially engaged. So it's been a crazy it's been a crazy year so far. So the second big news that I have is I am pregnant. Baby number 2. And yeah, I don't know what I'm having yet. I find out on Friday, but I'm so excited. And I'm hoping that it's a girl. I really need my girl. Like, there's a bunch of reasons why I believe in my heart it's a girl. I mean, every pregnancy is different. But physically, when I was pregnant with my son, I had morning sickness the first trimester, and it was terrible. The first thing that started growing, besides, well, my belly didn't start growing until I was like 3-4 months in. But the first thing that started growing was my nose. And I noticed this time around, my nose didn't grow. It didn't get big. So that's one thing. Another thing that has me kind of believing that it may be a girl is, well, this baby, because, I mean, my son, he was a ninja in my stomach. Like, soon as I hit 3 months, like, the day I hit 3 months, I felt pokes. And it was crazy. And then from there to, like, my 9th month, he did not keep still. This baby, I didn't really start feeling pokes until maybe 4.5, 5 months, because I'm 5 months now. So I'm about to be 6 months. So I didn't really feel any pokes or anything until around then. So I think this baby will be smaller. And also, I mean, because I believe in stuff like this. Like, I believe in reincarnation to a certain extent. And seeing as I just lost my grandmother last year, before my grandmother died, and I was pregnant with my son, because she was sick around the time I was pregnant with my son. But every time her and my son got together, it was like there was no one else in the world. Like, my grandmother was sick, like, could barely walk, could barely talk, anything. But as soon as she saw her great grandson, my son, all of that went out the window. Like, him and her would have their own language. He would get in the bed with her. He would kiss her. It was just beautiful. So I told my grandmother when I was pregnant with him, I said, Grandma, if this is a girl, I'm going to give her your first name as her middle name. And my grandmother's name is Marie. So, when I found out it was a boy, I was like, okay, well, hopefully if I have the next one and it's a girl, I'm still going to do that. I'm going to hold fast to that. So, I believe that since my grandmother has passed, that, she may have had something to do with, if it is a girl, she has something to do with it, and I can give my girl her name like I said I wanted to. So I'm hoping it's a girl. If it's a boy, it doesn't matter to me. But I'm really, like, in my heart, I strongly believe it's a girl. We'll find out together. I'm not sure, because my aunt wants to throw me a baby shower. I'm not really sure if I want one. And if I have one, it's going to be small. I don't want it to be a crazy big deal like my first one was. Because my first one, I had fun, but it was a lot of drama behind it. And I'm not trying to have that this time around. I'm really not. So, I don't know if I have the baby shower, if I should do a gender reveal like I did with my son, or if I should just tell people. But I don't want people bringing me, if it is a girl, a bunch of pink, and if it is a boy, a bunch of blue. Like, get creative, think outside the box. And that's why when I had a gender reveal party for my son, nobody knew what he was. I mean, some people knew, the people that could keep a secret, but not everybody knew. So, I got a bunch of different stuff. I got white onesies. I got brown bags. I got, it was different colors, because I'm not a big fan of, oh, pink is for boys. I mean, pink is for boys. Wow. Pink is for girls. blue is for boys. Like, who made up that stupid ass rule? Like, there's so many other colors out here that they're neutral, they're prettier. So that's just my whole thing. So I really don't know how I want the baby shower to go, whatever. I have to talk to my aunt because she wants to throw it for me because she missed my first baby shower. So she wants to throw this one for me. So I have to speak to her and we have to converse or whatever. So that's that. That's my big news for 2014. Now, as far as me vlogging and whatnot goes, I still want to do the reviews, but I think I might do them as just a seasonal recap. Like, instead of doing them weekly, because I really don't have the time or whatever to like sit there and do them every week, because there's so many shows I like to watch and I would like to vlog about. So I think I would just do it as a seasonal recap. Like, when the season finale hits, talk about it. Like, right now, the season finale and the reunion, well, the season finale of Real Housewives of Atlanta already passed, and the reunion is going on now. Yesterday was the part 2 of the reunion. Next week is part 3. So, I mean, I can still kind of talk about it. I would just basically talk about how I feel about each cast member on the show. That's about it. Like, I'm not gonna go through what happened every episode, because who has that kind of time? And you guys don't care. That was months ago. So, I mean, but we can all agree, like, you know, all right, this season I wasn't feeling Kenya. This season I wasn't feeling, you know. So I'm thinking I should do seasonal recaps. That might be easier for me because I could just talk about everything as one. So, I mean, I'll see how that goes, and if that works, then I'll stick with it like that until I can find the time to do it weekly or whatever. But I was thinking about that for a while. That might work better for me. And I know I stopped the mommyhoods. I don't know why I stopped them, but I know I stopped them. But I mean, I guess I can bring that back as well because I'm about to be a mommy of 2. So, you know, I can continue on talking about how it is being a mommy of 2 babies, the challenges, the joy. So I can bring that back. I want to try for, because I only did like one segment of each, the keeping it current and the let's talk about segments. I can do those because those are like just free whatever, like whenever something is on my mind or whatever, I can talk about it. But I can also get ideas from you guys too. And I also just started up on Friday a blog page with WordPress, and I'll make sure I put the link or whatever in the bottom. So I started a blog, and I did my first blog on Friday, and it felt really cool. Like, you know, it was just good to just get my thoughts out or whatever. Whenever I can't say them, I can just write them. So it's like another window for me to, like, it's good. It's another way for me to express myself because I have a lot going on up here, and I don't really come to YouTube about it. I don't really talk about it online because I'm not the type of person to air my business out online, unlike some people. I'm not, you know, my business is not for everybody, and you know, it's some things I keep to myself because that's what you're supposed to do. My life is kind of sort of an open book, but it's not on display for everybody. You know, like I talk about what I want to talk about on YouTube, on the blog, and everything else I talk about with my personal friends, you know. So YouTube, the blog, all of that, that's for me to talk about social issues like I do on YouTube. You know, just to talk about what's on my mind, what's going on in the world that's pissing me off. So it's just another way for me to express myself. But yeah, so I mean that's basically what I've been up to. I've been working. The job is pretty cool. You know, it's money in my pocket, so it's pretty cool. I'm just working on a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I've just been a little busy bee or whatever, running around. Now I have to I go shopping for my son because he is outgrowing everything. Like, this boy is literally, he's 19 months today, and he is wearing 3Ts and 4Ts. Like, it's crazy. He's growing like a weed. So I'll put a video up with him. Well, if he keeps still for me to do it with him as soon as I can. But I just want to share the news and everything with you, catch you guys up, and that's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next vlog. See you when I see you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye.